our people are holding up this answer? Agree or disagree?
No.
Agree. Alright. So 12m squared, n squared. That one's a pretty easy one, so we didn't have negatives, but you guys can handle negatives. Alright, try number 4, please. Alright, remember that each of these are really like, even though we can kind of group these together and kind of group these together, they're really all separate terms. We've got y times x to the third times 3 times x squared times y to the third. And when you're multiplying, things can go in any order, right? Can't they? So we want to make sure that when we write our answer that we write it in the way that we've talked about. So the whole number is going to go out here in front. And then you can do x's or y next. Most of you did your x's next. And correctly remember that this y is y to be first out. Good job. Okay? Alright. Let's do number 6. Those threes are 10 to you today. Alright, I've seen 3 different answers.
Top one's wrong.
Top one is wrong. Why?
Because the x includes a 1.
Yeah, that would be x to the first power. And negative 1 plus 1 would give you 0. So we want to make sure that we don't include that. So either make sure you include the exponent of 0 or leave it out entirely. And I don't care between these two which one you put. I really don't. Either one is fine with me, but you have to, if it's 0, make sure you put 0. And that happens on occasion, so don't panic if you get that. Okay, let's shift gears and do some division. So with division, what are we doing with our exponents?
Subtracting.
Subtracting. Alright. Let's see what you get. Be careful on your subtraction. Double check with calculators if you need to. Check your X's. Check your Y's. Oh, just check your X's. That looks good. There you go. Check your X's. Check your X's.
When you minus a negative.
There we go.
Okay. Most of you know what to do, but because we are maybe not totally focused in, because we're drawing things on our marker board, even though we've been asked not to, we're making little errors, guys, and those are the things that are going to cause you to have to erase it, and if I have to tell you again, you will be here after school. We're making errors that are going to cause us to not pass the power assignment when we really know what to do. We're just making errors. Okay, so let's make sure that we're being careful. Okay, just taking your time. Some of you rush and you miss things you would never miss otherwise. What's 3 minus negative 2? 5. What is 0 minus 4? Negative. Okay, those little things can make a big difference. We didn't have any numbers out here, but if we needed to add them, what would they be?
Oh,
Thank you, no, I don't see that face.
oh.
I don't get this.
Okay, let's see what we got here. We've got a 4 on the top, but we have no number down here. What number can I put in? 1. Alright. 4 divided by 1 is? 4. And 4 minus 2 is? 2. And negative 1 minus negative 2 is? Positive 1. Okay? And that becomes a positive. If you missed that just now, please do me a favor, and from now on, check with your calculator. Just double check it. It doesn't hurt. Okay? It doesn't take you but 2 seconds longer. And you get it right, which is bonus. Okay? I noticed a lot of us did not write the 1 in. I'm not saying you necessarily needed to. Some of you know it's there mentally, and that's fine. Just be careful, because if we need the 1 up here, it becomes a lot more important. Okay? We're going to see that. Let's do number 10. You've got some things missing here, so fill in your gaps where you need to. Check your D's. Josh, I'll fix it. Where's your cookies? Works very well in your bag. Check your D's. Okay, let's take a look at this one, because I saw a variety of things that weren't necessarily good things.
Oh,
Okay, so let me make sure we have our full attention. Okay, I mentioned right as we started that you have to stay organized in your thinking. Every problem's going to look a little bit different. If you can kind of follow a pattern, it helps. Okay, and so I've always said fill in the gaps first. See if you're missing anything. For example, I see a number here but not up here. So what number do I put in?
1.
I see both of my U's, so I'm okay there. I see a V here but not here, so I put V to the 0. Okay? Do that before you get going. Make sure you have everything you need. 1 over 2 is equal to 1 over 2. Okay? A half. Alright? Negative 3 minus negative 2.
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Negative 3 minus negative 2. Alright, and then negative 2 minus 0 is negative 2.
Did you put it like that? Like have negative u? No.
No.
Because it's like negative 1.
Yeah, we're going to talk more later about what negative exponents really mean. For right now, you need to leave it negative.
Right.
Good thinking. I like your thought process. Alright, let's try number 12. Take your time on the subtraction, so you don't make silly errors. Okay, check your B's, my friends.
single one we've done for practice, like we've had to write the fraction out.
Alright, negative 2 minus 4 should be negative 6. Is that what it's thinking? And negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6, which you mostly had. Okay, erase that one if you haven't already. And let's look at number 13, which is going to look a little bit different. Okay? We're going to combine your skills. You know how to multiply with exponents. You know how to divide with exponents. So, just like we do all the time, we're going to take what you know and we're going to do something more with it. So what we're going to do is simplify the multiplication first. In other words, we're just going to combine those together. We're going to multiply them just like we've normally done. And then we'll do our division. Okay? So for right now, I'm pretty much just ignoring the bottom. Okay? I'm just looking at the top. So let's work through this one together. 2 times 4 is going to give us 8. Okay? And I'm going to cross those out just so I can remember that I've already written them. Can we combine the y and the x?
No.
No. So what do we do with x?
X, Y.
We just put y to negative 4 and just x. Right? We can't combine them together, so we'll just leave them like that. Okay, let's just recopy our denominator over here so it's a little closer. And now, we can go ahead and divide. So what is 8 divided by 2?
4.
4. Let's do our x's next.
Negative 3.
1 minus 4, negative 3.
0.
Negative 4 minus negative 4,
Oh,
0.
0. Negative 4 minus negative 4 becomes negative 4 plus 4, which is 0. Alright, so take care of the multiplication first. It might be on top, it might be on the bottom, it doesn't matter. Whichever one has the multiplication, do that first, and then you can take care of your division. The reason we multiply first is, for example, on this one that you're going to do next. We wouldn't know, do I subtract here or subtract here? We don't know, we can't decide. So, on this one, simplify this first, then do your division. I'll let you try it. It's not that hard. You're all very much capable of doing this. But take your time. divided by 2 is 1. 3 minus negative 4, 7. And 3 minus 1, 2.
Nope.
Alright. Many of you had, some of you were not quite there yet. Alright, let's do one more. One
Wait,
last one.
One of these is on the power assignment, or?
2 of these, the rest are all just 1 second.
Alright.
that's fine. I'm going to just bring this 4 over. Should have x to the negative second, y to the 8th. And I'm just recopying the bottom. Be careful, one thing that I noticed some other folks doing was that they somehow tried to simplify this and put it on the bottom. That's what you have yours upside down. You're going to end up messed up. So 4/3, you should have had x to the second, y to the. Okay, power semi